श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एकः पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दाः स एक आजानजानान् देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतमाजानजानान् देवानामानन्दाः स एक कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दः ये कर्मणा देवानपि यन्ति श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं कर्मदेवानां देवानामानन्दाः स एको देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं देवानामानन्दाः स एक इन्द्रस्यानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतमिन्द्रस्यानन्दाः स एको बृहस्पतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं बृहस्पतेरानन्दाः स एक प्रजापतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं प्रजापतेरानन्दाः स एको ब्रह्मण आनन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चासावादित्ये स एकः स य एवंवित् अस्मान् लोकात् प्रेत्य एकमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति तदप्येष श्लोको भवति यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मनसा सह आनन्दं ब्रह्मणो विद्वान् न बिभेति कुतश्च नेति एतगं हवावन तपति किमहगं साधुना करवं किमहं पापमकरवमिति तय एवं विद्वानेते आत्मानग्रस्पृणुते उभेष्ये वैष एते आत्मानग्रस्पृणुते य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Kindly be seated, please. May I make a final announcement for all mobile telephones, electronic gadgets to be on silent mode, please. Thank you very much. Namaskar, a very good morning and a very warm welcome to all of you who are attending the IMT Ghaziabad Convocation 2022. We're extremely privileged to have here with us as our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan. We have here with us Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee, who is the Vice President of the Governing Council of IMT Ghaziabad, and Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director of IMT Ghaziabad, on the stage here with us. We welcome the parents of the wonderful students, the students who are attending the Convocation 2022, and the respected members of the press and media, ladies and gentlemen. we start the convocation proceedings by requesting Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director, IMT Ghaziabad, to kindly welcome our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan, Chairman and Managing Director and Chief Cardiac Surgeon of Medanta, with a floral bouquet, please. A very warm welcome to you, sir. And I request Dr. Vishal Talwar to kindly present a floral bouquet to Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee, the Vice President of the Governing Council of IMT Ghaziabad, and he's a chartered accountant. He has and has been on the board of various corporates and banks. He's been a member of the Central Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and a member of the National Council of CII. A very warm welcome. On behalf of the IMT family, may I request the Director, IMT Ghaziabad, Dr. Vishal Talwar, to kindly preside over the function. I now request Dr. Vishal Talwar to formally announce the opening of the Convocation 2022.
I declare the convocation open.
Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I now have the privilege in inviting our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan, Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee, and Director of IMT Ghaziabad, Dr. Vishal Talwar, to kindly light our beautiful traditional lamp to mark the auspicious beginning of the Convocation 2022. The diya, when lit, emits light, derives energy. It is this very energy which is a life force which sustains us. Each wick being lit is passed from one to another, symbolizing the sharing of knowledge. Each wick being lit today is a prayer for global peace and solidarity. Thank you very much, distinguished gentlemen on the stage. Thank you very much, our honorable chief guest. As is customary and auspicious, we begin the proceedings of the convocation with the rendering of the Saraswati Vandana, where we invoke Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of learning and knowledge, to bless and guide us for the success of all our future endeavors. I'd like to invite Ankit, Abhishek, Smriti, Akash, Charuta, and Giriraj, students of IMT Ghaziabad, to kindly render the Saraswati Vandana, please.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
students for beautifully rendering the invocation song, the Saraswati Vandana. Ladies and gentlemen, the Souvenir Convocation 2022 has been published to commemorate this auspicious occasion. It is my privilege and honor in requesting our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan, to formally release the souvenir on this occasion. Can we hold it up for a wonderful group photograph, please? Thank you very much. The Convocation souvenir, ladies and gentlemen, has just been released by our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan. Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce to you Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director of IMT Ghaziabad. Prior to this, Dr. Talwar was Director of the Innovation and Entrepreneurship and Dean for the School of Management of the Hero Group's educational venture, BML Munjal University. In the past, he served at various leadership roles, including head of campus at the SP Jain School of Global Management. He was earlier based in the United Kingdom for almost 12 years at institutions such as the London School of Economics in the Department of Management, as well as the Henley Business School, University of Reading. He was nominated for the Silver Medal at the Market Research Society Awards in the United Kingdom. This award is given to the best paper in a particular year published in the International Journal of Market Research. Whilst at Henley, Dr. Talwar received the award for contribution to teaching and learning. This award is given to those who go beyond and contribute to the development of the student cohort. An avid teacher and marketing academic, having published at the FT50 level, Dr. Talwar is a PhD from the Alliance Manchester Business School, University of Manchester. I now invite Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director, IMT Ghaziabad, to kindly present the annual report for the academic year 2021-2022, please.
Dear Dr. Naresh Trehan, Chairman and Managing Director and Chief Cardiac Surgeon, Medanta, Chief Mentor of the IMT Group, Shri Kamal Nathji, members of the Governing Council and the Board of Governors, Shri Dipankar Chatterjee, Shri Rajesh Uppal, distinguished guests, distinguished alumni, respected faculty, staff, and officers of IMT Ghaziabad, parents and family, and of course, my dear graduating students. The excitement of a convocation, of collecting your gowns, of doing dress rehearsals, and visiting your hostel blocks was so palpable yesterday. Thanks so much for making this happen. IMT Ghaziabad has emerged stronger from several unprecedented challenges faced by the COVID-affected world in the last 2.5 years. We've been resetting and reimagining the management education landscape with far greater levels of resilience, flexibility, and agility. With a renewed commitment to our vision of enabling growth-oriented business leaders, your alma mater has taken a transformative approach to pedagogy, assessment, and of course, the nature of the programs that we're currently doing. The relentless efforts made by your faculty to achieve academic excellence has culminated in IMT Ghaziabad being re-accredited by the AACSB, the gold standard as far as business school accreditation is concerned, in 2021. I must add here that the AACSB in their review was appreciative of many aspects of your alma mater, including the strides made in high quality research comparable to other global institutions. The institution provides an excellent ecosystem to conduct high-impact research. During the last 3 academic years, our faculty members published more than 230 papers in high-repute journals, including FT 50, the Financial Times 50, as well as A-star publications. 64 case studies, 10 books, 19 book chapters, and numerous articles in newspapers and magazines. The focus on impact-oriented research, I'm sure, will continue, and I'm confident will keep pushing us into higher echelons. Our students have always been at the core of what we do. They've been consistently bringing laurels and recognition to IMT Ghaziabad through excelling in several international and national competitions, such as the Global Bloomberg Trading Challenge, the Farmeasy Health Wizards, the Strat Agri, the Mintra StyleBiz, the TBS Eurogrip Torque, the HUL Lime, and many, many more. We thank all of you for your energy and contribution to IMT Ghaziabad, and are hoping that this co-creation of impact will continue as you transition into your role as proud alumni. Speaking about our alumni, we are ever thrilled to learn about your achievements in various spheres, whether in the corporate world or as entrepreneurs. A strong and ever evolving base of alumni have been leaving their positive footprint globally. We are related to know that IMT Ghaziabad alumni Surendra Mehta, Aditya Sareen, and Yuvraj Srivastav featured as Economic Times HR thought leaders. And Bhavna Mittal was recognized as a global woman of worth by the World Women Leadership Congress. In the convocation today, we recognize 2 such trailblazing alumni, Mr. Girish Shivani from the batch of 1993 and Mr. Dharmil Shet, batch of 2013. To all the alumni out there, we will always be your greatest cheerleaders and your greatest well-wishers. Please carry on. The continuous endeavor of IMT Ghaziabad to reinvent management education is also evident from the progressive ascent of IMT Ghaziabad in the rankings of some of the most robust ranking agencies in the country. This year, for example, Times of India ranked us 2nd in the private business school category and 4th amongst all business schools. We are now setting our sights higher and laying the foundation on competing in the global rankings as we go forward. According to the State of Accreditation report by the AACSB, the fastest growing master's fields in the last few years has been data analytics, which is up by 260%. To give you a context, they researched more than 800 to 900 schools all across the world to figure out what kind of subjects were getting more and more popular and more key. So data analytics moved up 260%, quantitative methods up by 74%, and strategic management by up to 50%. IMT Ghaziabad, keeping all those things in mind, has set up the Center for Data Sciences to build an ecosystem to impart data-driven problem-solving teaching in business analytics, in machine learning, in artificial intelligence, with application in all major disciplines that we are part of: finance, marketing, HR, or operations. Going forward, you'll hear a lot more from us in the entrepreneurship and innovation space as well. We owe it to the ecosystem, we owe it to India, we owe it to you to create a larger footprint as far as entrepreneurship and innovation is concerned. The Center for Enterprise and Business Improvement has been very active in the last year, catering to industry projects for faculty and students. Keeping in mind societal benefit optimization as a key theme for us to contribute to the wider society, and the firm belief that management education is a vehicle for social good, our sustainability and social responsibility initiative, as well as our sports research center, have been doing some amazing work to reduce the inequity that exists around us. To provide global exposure to faculty and students, the International Relations Committee has tied up with more than 53 international business schools, which are triple or double accredited, whether it's EQUIS, AACSB, or AMBA, and we've been working with them to be able to go to the next level of our collaborations. In order to leverage the growing potential of online courses, IMT Ghaziabad has tied up with Coursera to provide all the faculty members, staff, students with 24/7 access to more than 6,000 online courses in various domains from across the educational institutions in the world. The idea here is to be able to complement the in-classroom excellence in teaching that we provide. In order to continuously upgrade, upskill the faculty with new age concepts, methods, and teaching pedagogies, IMT Ghaziabad has set up the Center for Faculty Development in 2021. The center works on 4 tracks, namely research excellence, teaching excellence, leadership excellence, and of course, we have a thriving mentor buddy program as well for the faculty. Friends, this is a momentous day for us, considering that it was in 2019 when we last celebrated such an occasion in the campus. A lot has happened in this world of ours since then, and history will record these events as a never before challenge to humanity, as well as a time when human beings came together for a deeper cause. Every household will have a story to tell of despair, of hope, and of winning against all odds. We've gathered today to celebrate your individual successes and collectively as an ode to the human spirit. Everyone here at IMT Ghaziabad is proud of each one of you and what you've achieved so far. We're indeed ecstatic about your journey ahead. Your learning, your skills, your networks, your holistic approach, and most of all, your sensitivity towards society and the environment as a whole will help you differentiate yourselves as IMTians. Take every challenge in your stride, and most of all, commit yourself to continuously imbibing new learning, new tools, and most of all, an eclectic approach to problem solving. The changes we see around us are possibly just the tip of the iceberg. Never be cynical or fearful of renewing and reinventing yourselves. Progressive disruption is a reality, whether we refer to individuals, institutions of learning, or the corporate world in general. I use the word progressive to allude to continuity as well as betterment. IMT Ghaziabad will keep transforming and keep its tryst with contemporary management education as its incessant goal. Business schools and higher education in general is at the crossroads. The change is being ushered in from a regulatory standpoint, the rapidly changing expectations in terms of format, content, the need to be more accessible and inclusive requires us to play out of our skins. And no doubt IMT Ghaziabad will keep doing that. You'll keep changing too, to evolve into better human beings and enviable professionals. Your urge to leave an indelible mark will spur you to greater heights, new careers, and new locations. At IMT, we believe that this change increases the relevance of a good business education. The skill set it enables, the analytical orientation, problem-solving capability, decision-making, leadership, and social influence are all important when you plan for the next many years of your economic lives. The changed world will require new messages, new leadership approaches, new narratives, new skills. It'll require management graduates to stand up for the challenge. It'll require you as IMTians to stand up for the challenge. Thus begins an enhanced phase of our relationship with you. Do drop into your alma mater when you get an opportunity. We would love to hear about your pursuits, your efforts in bringing about a change in the world that we're living in. In closing, I would ask all graduates to join me in a round of applause for all the family members, friends, and faculty who helped you reach where you are today. And to those in the audience, please join me in saluting our graduates of 2020 and 21. Here's wishing everyone the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director of IMT Ghaziabad, for presenting the annual report and for your wonderful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the privilege in saying a few words of introduction about our chief mentor of IMT Group, Shri Kamalnath, who is unfortunately not being able to join us today, but he will be joining us on a pre-recorded message due to an emergency meeting. Shri Kamal Nath, who is unable to join us today for a sudden important engagement. Mr. Kamal Nath is deeply admired and revered by every member of the IMT community. Mr. Kamal Nath, former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, is India's senior most member of parliament, having been elected for 9 terms since 1980. Being the senior most member of parliament, he served as Speaker pro tem and administered oaths to the newly elected members. He served as a member of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Commerce and also a member of the consultative committees for the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. He was India's Minister of Urban Development and Parliamentary Affairs till May 2014. In his capacity as the Honorable Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Shri Kamal Nath was responsible for the smooth conduct of both the houses of the Parliament. From May 2009 to January 2011, he was the Minister of Road Transport and Highways. In his portfolio as the Minister of Road Transport and Highways from 2009 to 2011, Mr. Kamal Nath paced the national highway development and also introduced a new national permit system for goods vehicles. As Commerce and Industry Minister of India from 2004 to 2009, Shri Kamal Nath enunciated India's first comprehensive foreign trade policy in 2004, laying out a coherent roadmap with a twin focus on exports as well as employment. His firm grasp of economic issues and refined diplomatic skills were evident in the World Trade Organization negotiations. From 1995 to 1996, Shri Kamal Nath was the Textiles Minister of India. He was inducted into the Union Council of Ministers in 1991 as Minister for Environment and Forests. During his 4-year tenure as Minister of Environment and Forests of India, Mr. Nath made a remarkable contribution to the enunciation and development of the national policy on ecological conservation and the abatement of pollution. His policy initiatives include the establishment of environment tribunals, the concept of environment audit, special measures for the further protection and conservation of fauna and flora, and the establishment of environment brigades and afforestation brigades. He enunciated global concepts on environmental tariffs and conceptualized global emission quotas. At the Earth Summit in Rio in 1992, Mr. Kamal Nath emerged as one of the chief spokesmen for developing countries and contributed significantly to the contours of the Climate Change Convention, the Biodiversity Conservation Convention, and the Forestry Agreement. He joined the Indian National Congress Party in 1968 as a youth worker and was elected to the parliament from the Chhindwara constituency for the first time in 1980. He has won parliamentary elections from the same constituency 9 times. Mr. Kamal Nath was educated at the prestigious Doon School and subsequently obtained his bachelor's degree in commerce from St. Xavier's College, Calcutta. In 2006, Jabalpur University conferred on him an honorary doctorate in recognition of his remarkable contribution to public life. Mr. Kamal Nath has immensely contributed to higher education, and in his capacity earlier as President Governing Council IMT and now as a chief mentor of the IMT group of institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the privilege in informing you that we have a pre-recorded message by Mr. Kamal Nath for the graduating batch of 2020 and 2021.
Guest and my friend, Dr. Naresh Trehan, Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director IMT Ghaziabad, Dr. Amit Sareen, Dean IMT Ghaziabad, parents, media, alumni, faculty, staff, and most importantly, my dear convocants. Much as I wanted to participate today, I am unable to do so because of very important commitments in Madhya Pradesh. My heart and mind go out to you and particularly to our chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan. Today, Dr. Naresh Trehan is a landmark, a day that marks your formal completion of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management program, a day that sets all the nightmares of the pandemic to rest, a day that shines bright due to the sheer joy of finally being able to meet together. I'm delighted to be addressing you on this August morning. It is my proud privilege to introduce the chief guest for the day. Dr. Naresh Trehan has been a very old friend of mine, and I know him from his much, much younger days. Dr. Trehan, an Indian national, is a renowned cardiovascular and cardiothoracic surgeon, a graduate from King George Medical College, and subsequently trained and practiced at New York University Medical Center, Manhattan, from 1971 to 1988, where he obtained a diploma from the American Board of Surgery and the American Board of Cardiothoracic Surgery. Dr. Trehan is the chairman and managing director and chief cardiac surgeon at Medanta, the Medicity, a 1,500-bed multi-super specialty facility which offers cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art treatment facilities at an affordable cost. The institute is governed under the guiding principles of providing medical services to patients with care, compassion, and commitment. Dr. Trehan founded the Escorts Heart Institute and Research Center, where he was the executive director. I remember being present in Escorts the day it was inaugurated. Escorts was conceptualized, created, and managed by Dr. Trehan from November 87 to May 2007. Dr. Trehan has received many prestigious awards, including the Padma Shri and the Padma Bhushan Award presented by the Government of India. Dr. Trehan was the president of the International Society for Minimally Invasive Cardiac Surgery. Dr. Trehan has also received honorary doctorate degrees from 3 prestigious universities. I thank Dr. Trehan for sparing his precious time this morning, today, and agreeing to grace the occasion. His presence will be an inspiration to all of you and to the Institute. The last 3 years changed the way of life forever. Business saw an overnight disruption. Our approach toward our families and largely towards life underwent a complete transition. The familiar ways of working, communicating, meeting, shopping, or in short, living gave way to a world where the virtual is the new real, where the metaverse is the new universe. We started talking about and imbibing empathy like never before. Society at large and corporate in particular came together to collectively push back the looming uncertainty and the panic caused by the pandemic. Nevertheless, amidst this great reset of priorities, there is a renaissance of sorts when it comes to professional skill sets and traits. You were courageous enough to continue with your education, determined to let the fire in your belly burn so as to make the best use of the situation and grow professionally. Once again, agility, resilience, creativity, compassion, and balance have turned out to be winning qualities. It is no mean feat that your efforts have paid off today. My heartiest congratulations to you and your family members who stood by you in these tough times. I note with satisfaction that your beloved institution has done everything possible to inculcate them in you by a recalibration of pedagogy and content. And as they say, opportunity favors a prepared mind. IMT Ghaziabad is proud to be a key contributor of leadership talent to the corporate world. While you will be leading your own organizations and teams, do not forget that you are responsible for providing leadership to yourself and society too. Our professional success is sustainable only we are net givers to our environment and society. These lessons were learned by the world the hard way during the last several years. I also remind you of how having a balance between our professional life and personal well-being was driven by the events in the last 3 years. Each cohort of convocants develops its own collective memory. The memories of working together and having fun together are going to remain with you forever. I take this opportunity to urge you to stay tuned to the IMT diaspora and be a pillar of strength and support to each other and hopefully to your alma mater. In your career, your vision has to be microscopic and telescopic. This is the world today. You have to be sensitive to the environment and social obligations. This has to be a hallmark of your career. What you gain in a classroom is only a fraction of what you need. The most extensive classroom is outside the classroom, and this is the classroom of knowledge. Being literate is different to being knowledgeable. Acquiring knowledge till your last breath is what will be the pointer to your success. My dear convocants, I am sanguine that your preparation is the state of art among your peers from elsewhere. I have no doubt that once again and very soon, we will have your success stories pouring in from all across. I wish you all a meaningful life ahead. Godspeed to you all, and thank you, Dr. Trehan, again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was our chief mentor of IMT Group, Mr. Kamalnath, giving us a wonderful address. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure to share the dais with the luminary, Dr. Naresh Trehan, our chief guest for the Convocation 2022. It is now my privilege and indeed an honor in inviting our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan, to kindly deliver the Convocation Address 2022 at IMT Ghaziabad. Let's welcome him on the stage to the podium with a huge round of applause.
Good morning. Our Honorable Director, Mr. Chatterjee, the distinguished faculty, the students who have now reached a stage in their life where today will be the landmark day. But when I was walking down the aisle with a limp because I injured my knee, I had reason to be serious, but I didn't know why the students were so serious, because this is your most exciting day of life. So cheer up. You got to go out in that world. This is, unless you're saving your energy after when you throw up your caps, I hope. Congratulations to the parents. For their support, and I'm sure we have few hundred very proud parents in the room. So congratulations collectively to all of you and IMT Ghaziabad. A lot has been said, inspiring by Mr. Dr. Talwar, the director, and Mr. Kamalnath, the chief mentor, who's given you a lot of inspiration of what you where you are going, what you have been equipped with. And today, by the way, will be that you have the maximum theoretical knowledge in your life. So you're on the threshold when you're going to step out and you are going to match this knowledge with experience on the ground. So I personally believe that there are no geniuses, but each one of you has a potential of being a genius. It's a sort of confluence of events, triggers, challenges that put you together, and of course a good dose of luck, that you can actually shape your future in a totally different direction than what you imagined before you got into the stream of IMT. So I'll give you just some examples of, and maybe give me the privilege of relating it to my life milestones. I graduated from King George's Medical College in Lucknow. We were fourth year medical students, and we had what we call clinical duties, means we had to treat patients. We used to be making rounds on them. And what I saw was that hundreds of patients were in the hospital who had heart disease, and we knew what they had, but we did not have any means to actually treat them. So we would see them die in front of our eyes, night after night, that they would actually disappear. So at the same time, when this trigger happened in my head, that what kind of doctors are we, where we know what the disease is, but we can't save them. So we are, in a way, very, very primitive in our ability to treat patients. So doing some research from journals, it became clear that cardiac surgery and other cardiac treatments were just starting in the United States. So that was a very clear trigger in my head that you got to go to America, learn what there is, and then come back. I mean, this was a natural thing for a young man to believe, that you'll do something and come back to serve your own country. Out of the hundreds who went, I was fortunate enough to come back, but let me just tell you what it takes to come back. So I went there. I got my first job at Thomas Jefferson University in Philadelphia. I saw the magic of heart surgery. It was just starting. 50% of the patients would survive an operation, 50% would not. So I absolutely was totally struck by the fact that this is the place I would like to be. So I asked my chief over there to say, who is the best teacher of heart surgery? And he said in one sentence, he says, Dr. Frank Spencer at New York University. But why do you ask? Because he has a 5-year waiting list and he does not speak to foreigners. If he had not said the last 3 words, he does not speak to foreigners, my life would be totally different. It actually went through an arrow in my head to say, what kind of human being is he, that he doesn't want to speak to foreigners? So I went home and wrote him a long letter saying how I had come from India. Thousands of people are dying. I want to learn the art. You are supposed to be the best teacher, but what a pity that you don't talk to foreigners. In other words, in my letter, I had called him a bigot, that you are not worth talking to. Then that struck him, and within 2 days, I got a reply from him saying that it's all lies that has been told about me. I mean, you always say I love. So he said, I love foreigners. Please come for an interview. And let me warn you, there are 32 residents will start. Only 2 will become heart surgeons. Every year, we are going to eliminate half. If you want to take that chance, you're welcome. So, of course, I took the chance. I made it to cardiac surgery. So that trigger, first one in Lucknow, when I saw patients dying in front of my eyes, And the second trigger, somebody says that here is a guy who you want to learn from, but it's not possible. Then when I finished my training, I got my boards. Hundreds of patients over the years came from India to get their heart surgery done by me in New York. Every day it was a reminder that you came here to go back. But whenever I came back to India, I looked for hospitals. There was no hospital which could support a heart surgery institute. So we said, okay, I kept making rounds, and I met Mr. H.P. Nanda, the chairman of Escorts at that time. God bless his soul. He and I collaborated that we'll build a heart institute because there was no possibility of doing it in another hospital. So we are looking for land, no land in Delhi. Everybody is saying go to, across the Yamuna, even Ghaziabad and all that. But in those days, there were no roads. We knew if somebody had a heart attack, they would die before they got to the hospital if you were outside the city. Anyway, I was very sad that it's not happening. One day I call out of the blue. I got a call from the then Foreign Secretary of India, Mr. Bhandari. He knew me, and he said to me, he said, Naresh, Bistra Bandho. I said, why? He said, Pucho mat, Bistra Bandho, aaj raat ko Delhi jana hai. Kyun? Because I'm not going to leave my work just because he says Delhi jana hai. So he says a very close associate of Mrs. Gandhi needs bypass surgery, and she's asked you to come. So anyway, I came. I was a state guest, so I received at the airport with sirens in front, sirens in the back. We go to Panth Hospital. When I reached the coronary care unit, the patient is on the ground. His wife is reading the Hanuman Chalisa, and they are putting Ganga Jal in his mouth and Tulsi. Now you can see I was all of 33 years old. The big surgeon has come from America to operate, and the patient is gone. So I felt his pulse, and it was like 30, 40. I could feel a little bit of blood pressure, and he was like unresponsive. So I asked the director for a pacemaker, as luck would have it. See, I'm trying to make you understand the difference between triggers and chance and luck. So by chance, they had a pacemaker. And when I actually blindly put it into his body, by luck, it started capturing. So if these sequence of events had not happened, I jacked up his heart rate to 90, slowly his pressure came up and he started waking up. Then, of course, the family is trying to pull the tulsi out of his mouth because it's supposed to be the death, whatever. So this whole drama is going on. We do an echo. His heart function is 20%. I just said, there's no way I can operate on this guy over here because 20% is even in America, it carries a 50% mortality. Over here, there's no chance. All India Institute or no All India Institute, we can't do it here. So we actually flew him because of his family was wealthy enough. We flew him to New York, operated on him. The guy survived. I had given a chance of 20% to the family, but I took that risk. So when he came back, after being successfully operated on, he went to see Mrs. Gandhi. And he was the director of Museum of Model Art. And he was connected to the family. I'll leave the details out. And when he went to see her, she said, in his words, he says, Mrs. Gandhi ne bola, "Are sihare, maine to suna tum mar gaye." So everybody told her that usko America le gaye, wo bachega nahi. So she thought he's dead. So he said, no. Then he gave her the story and he said that jab Dr. Trehan India aayenge, unko mere paas laana. So just look at where this history went. we always say that that the biggest risk you took is the risk that you did not take. If I had not had the guts, I could have let him go right then. If I had not taken the chance of flying him to New York, operating on him, history would be different. I would still be in the United States. Because when Mrs. Gandhi, came and saw her, she asked me, what do you need? And I said, land. And it was all, in those days, same thing. It was all arranged and we built the Heart Institute from scratch and I returned in 87. So I'm saying that there are opportunities, challenges, tragedies which will come your way. What you make of them is going to propel you to that next height. 2007, I am running Escorts Heart Institute. 2003-04, I realized that we had made the largest heart institute in the world, doing more surgeries than most people in the world, with results as good or better than anybody in the world. But there was something missing. What was missing was other specialties. That in heart we were here, but the rest of the specialties were still wanting. So we said, okay, there are institutions like Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, Harvard, Johns Hopkins, where you have a platform where all the specialties of the highest order are on the same platform. And that was missing in India. So I set out to build Medanta with that trigger. That because we saw our heart patients suffering because of lack of good gastroenterologists or neurosurgeons and all that, that triggered to say, let's go to the next step. So the rest is history. But when I started building it, Escorts got sold in the middle of the night. I was the executive director, I was the founder, I was everything. But I was thrown out on the street by the new owners. Well, that's history again. We said, okay, we are on the street, 160 doctors we left with me. And I actually, from my own money, supported the full team because one of my mentors said to me, don't get discouraged. The storm that has come, there is a Urdu couplet in it, but I don't remember that. But the meaning was, the storm that has come, and the poet is talking to an eagle and saying, it has come not to destroy you, but to give you the opportunity to fly higher. So these are the things that I can tell you, real life experiences. You will face them, but it only helped me to accelerate the building of Medanta because I had no time. I was doing surgery all day and Medanta was being built, but languishing. So 2 years out on another hospital, and we opened it in the end of 2009. So I'm saying that always use adversity to your advantage. And remember, it is only you who can do what is to be done for yourself. So if you have a deep feeling or commitment to something, don't let it go because you find minor inconveniences. Stay with it. Take the risk. With your determination, you'll most definitely be able to accomplish what you set out to do. So never get discouraged. And you have on your left a bunch of parents who are right behind you and society. So all I can tell you is, do not despair in tough times. Always have your sight higher than where you are. And remember, if you are not better today than yesterday, you wasted 24 hours. So good luck to you. Have a great career. And I don't want to stand much longer between you and your degrees. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And congratulations again, parents, and to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan, for giving us a most wonderful thought-provoking and motivating Convocation Address 2022. Let's give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much again, sir, for being here with us with your state of health, but we wish you a speedy recovery. And now we request Dr. Naresh Trehan to kindly award medals to the first and the second rank holders graduating from the academic programs of 2020 at IMT Ghaziabad. May I request Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee to kindly also join them, please, in the front of the stage. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a proud moment for the following students. So we must give them a huge round of applause as they come to receive their medals. The overall highest CGPA and two-year programs for the 2018-2020 batch goes to Akhil Verma, PGDM Finance. He receives the gold medal. Huge round of applause goes to him. A nice photograph for the media, please. Thank you. Stream-wise medal winners goes to Tripti Tiwari, PGDM full-time, and she receives the gold medal. Akhil Verma receives the gold medal for finance. Saurabh Rastogi receives the silver medal for finance. Shreya Bansal receives the silver medal for finance. Ayush Goel receives the gold medal for marketing. Shivang Bhagat receives the gold medal for the dual country program. Ankita V. Parekh receives the silver medal for dual country program. Sanchit Thaman receives the gold medal for PGDM part-time. Chitransh Juneja receives the gold medal for PGDM part-time alternate weekend. Prashant Kulbe receives the silver medal for PGDM part-time alternate weekend. May I now request Dr. Naresh Trehan to award medals to the first and second rank holders graduating from the academic programs of 2021 at IMT Ghaziabad. The overall highest CGPA in two-year programs for the 2019-2020 batch, and I'm going to announce the winners, goes to N. Anvita Sai, PGDM DCP receives the gold medal. Now I'll announce the stream-wise medal winners. It goes to Anushka Shivani. She receives the gold medal for full-time. The silver medal will now go to Anirban Paladi for full-time. Rohit Kumar Singh will now receive the gold medal for finance. Arushi Singhal will receive the silver medal for finance. Suvit Sharma will receive the gold medal for marketing. Charanjit Singh Aluwalia will receive the silver medal for marketing. N. Anvita Sai will receive the gold medal for the dual country program. Akhil S. Pillai will receive the Silver Medal for Dual Country Program. Ansh Paliwal will receive the Silver Medal for PGDM BFS. Shubham Kumar Goyal will receive the Silver Medal for PGDM BFS. The silver medal goes to Ved Jhingran, PGDM Executive. Please keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. The gold medal goes to Rahul Jain, PGDM part-time alternate. And the silver medal goes to Dimple Gupta, PGDM part-time alternate. I'm indeed humbled to announce the Aditya Virgil Excellence Award for the year 2020. Aditya, a promising student of IMT Ghaziabad, left us for his heavenly abode in 2018. This award was institutionalized in the year 2018. A jury comprising senior faculty members decided on the award on the basis of all-round performance in academics and participation in cultural and sports events. The Aditya Virgil Excellence Award, ladies and gentlemen, for 2020 goes to Simran Kohli. I request Dr. Naresh Trehan to confer Simran Kohli with the Aditya Virgil Excellence Award. May I request our distinguished dignitaries to kindly be seated, please. We're indeed apologetic that Dr. Naresh Trehan, our distinguished chief guest, has to leave us because he's really unwell, but he's been so kind to be here with us for our special day. We thank you, sir, for being here with us, of course. Yes.
Yeah, when they say unwell, I'm not dying. It's just that I have injury on my knee and it's a little painful. So it has been an honor to be with you. I'm sorry the students which I couldn't give, but I have requested my colleague, Mr. Chatterjee, to do the honors, and he has gracefully agreed. So I'd like to be excused because it's really started hurting now. So all the best. Thank you. And good luck to all of you again. Very proud.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed. our chief guest, who is going to leave us now. Let's give him a warm round of applause as he leaves the pandal. Thank you, sir. And we wish you a speedy recovery. In recognition of the contribution made by its wide base of alumni to the field of business and knowledge, IMT Ghaziabad has developed a culture of felicitating one of its highly successful alumni every year. After a rigorous shortlisting process, a name is selected from the list of distinguished alumni. Those who have reached the top corporate positions and have received wide acclaim for their contributions as a practitioner in the field of management, apart from remaining connected with their alma mater through constructive and continual contribution, are considered for the award. In the 42nd year of its inception and leadership, the Institute has decided to confer the Distinguished Alumnus Award for Corporate Excellence to Mr. Girish Shivani. I will now read the profile of Mr. Girish Shivani. Batch of 1993, is the Executive Director and Fund Manager of Your Nest Venture Capital, the asset management company that manages 3 early-stage venture capital funds under the Your Nest umbrella. As a founding member of the Your Nest team, he has played a pivotal role in scaling up Your Nest to more than $100 million in assets under management. His primary responsibility is to manage the deep tech investment thesis at Your Nest and to ensure access to superlative deals from the Indian early stage startup ecosystem. Along with his team, he identifies startups to invest in for nurturing and scaling up, eventually leading to exits with healthy returns for investors. With an exceptional professional career spanning over 29 years, Mr. Shivani has experience in multiple domains ranging from venture capital, IT consulting, pre-sales, finance, corporate strategy, and operations. He's also been a part of the various marquee corporates, including Terra Data India, Bennett and Coleman Company Limited, the Times of India Group, and Bharti Airtel, to name a few. He's a well-recognized technology evangelist and continues to share his knowledge and insights on the early stage ecosystem in India through his engagements with industry platforms and educational institutions. Giving back to his alma mater, he's always been one of the biggest cheerleaders for IMT through decades. He was actively involved in discussions to set up the incubation cell, has been a guest faculty for the PEVC course, and is a mentor on the IMT Digital Student Mentorship Program, where he's already mentored many students in finance. He's a voracious reader and spends a couple of hours every day reading about diverse subjects, including technology, and believes that one should never stop learning. He's also a golfer, part-time cook, amateur astronomer, and a photographer. For his contribution towards building the IMT brand, we are glad and extremely happy to present him the Distinguished Alumnus Award 2022. I request Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee to kindly do the honors because to Mr. Girish Shivani, please. Let's give him a warm round of applause. We'll now present him with a floral bouquet. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Girish Shivani. May I now request Mr. Girish Shivani to address the graduating batch of 2020 and 2021, please.
I'm just trying to open my notes, so just give me a second, please. While this may sound like a sermon, I can guarantee you that I don't preach. I'm a very, very, diligent practitioner of what I'm going to tell you here. I've learned that the only way to move up in life is to move forward by working hard and sticking to your commitments that you make to your employees, to your partners, to your vendors, to your family, and your respect for other people's time and effort. As the young managers enter the workplace, your grades, your accomplishments, your relationships will all fade in the background, and all that will matter is your word, your integrity, and your commitment to get the job done. Regardless of whether you work for yourself, which I hope some of you will, as an entrepreneur or for an organization, please remember that India is a land of opportunity. We may have our ups and downs, but we need to keep the bigger picture in mind. Above all, we need to be human and humane. Be kind, be gentle, be loving, and the world will reciprocate. All the best to every one of you who's passing out and who's passed out.
What a wonderful acceptance speech made by Mr. Girish Shivani. Thank you very much. And congratulations once again. And thank you for making your alma mater very proud of you. Now I'm privileged to announce the Young Alumnus Achiever Award. Introduced in the year 2019, the Young Alumni Achiever Award felicitates the alums who have achieved great heights and recognition in the early stages of their careers and are an inspiration to IMT students, past and present. This year, the Institute has decided to confer the Young Alumnus Achiever Award to Mr. Dharmil Sheth, batch of 2013. He is a co-founder and whole-time director of API Holdings and has been on the board since September 2021. He holds a bachelor's degree from KJ Somaya College of Engineering and a postgraduate diploma degree in managing marketing from the Institute of Management Technology, Ghaziabad. Dharmil has been featured in the Forbes 30 Under 30 lists for 2017 and in the Fortune 40 Under 40 lists for 2019. He has also been felicitated with the Fortune India 40 Under 40 honors for India's brightest young business minds of 2021. He's been associated with companies such as Make My Trip and Convocation in management roles. Prior to API Holdings, Dharmil founded 91 Streets, a shopping search platform, and Box Play Sports, a sports infrastructure setup for teams and individuals to play soccer and cricket. A keen contributor to society, Dharmil is the founder and president of Ekagrata Foundation, an NGO which works towards the welfare of underprivileged children. In his free time, he likes to teach these children and play a pivotal role in shaping their future. A football fanatic, he also loves to spend his free time on his creation Box Play to polish his skills in the game. I now request Mr. Chatterjee to kindly felicitate Mr. Dharmil Sheth, who's unfortunately not here with us today because he's had a sudden emergency, and it's a family emergency. So I request Professor Anand Krishnamurthy, Chairperson, Alumni Relationship Committee, to receive this wonderful award on his behalf, please. Our heartiest congratulations to Mr. Dharmesh Sheth for making his alma mater proud, and thank you very much for receiving the award on his behalf. May I now request Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director of IMT Ghaziabad, to administer the management oath to all the students of the graduating batch of IMT Ghaziabad, please. All the graduating students of IMT Ghaziabad may now rise and take the oath.
Please repeat after me. I, having qualified for your particular PGDM courses, do solemnly take an oath that, to the best of my ability, knowledge, and judgment, I'll duly and sincerely bring my organization to excellence. With utmost satisfaction to all stakeholders, utilize all resources placed at my disposal to achieve sustainable development in accordance with rule of law. Uphold principles of business ethics and practice tenets of good governance. Thank you. May you prove worthy of being a true IMTian.
Thank you, sir, for administering the oath. All the students who have pursued postgraduate diploma in management programs from IMT Ghaziabad will now rise to take their diplomas. The chairperson of the respective programs will usher in the PGDM students. I invite the Dean Academics, Dr. Amit Sareen, to kindly come on stage and present the graduating students, please.
Sir, I present to you the students of the postgraduate diploma in management programs whose names appear on the list and who have been examined and found qualified for the postgraduate diploma in management programs, to which I pray that they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the President and the Governing Council of this institute, I admit you to the postgrad diploma in management programs, and I charge you that ever in life and conversation, you show yourself worthy of the same.
May I now invite Director Dr. Vishal Talwar, Vice President, Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee, Member Board of Governors, Mr. Rajesh Uppal, to award diplomas to the students of the graduating class of 2020 and 2021. All the students who have pursued postgraduate diploma in management from IMT Ghaziabad batch of 2020 will now rise to take their diplomas. The chairperson of the PGDM two-year programs, Dr. Bornali Chakladhar, will usher in the students, please. So now I'm extremely privileged to announce the names of this PGDM two-year program, and Dr. Bonali Chakradhar is ushering them in. And it goes to Adamya Bhaskar Agnihotri, Aditi Lamba, Akhil Agarwal, Amal Binu, Ashish Ulhas Zalki, Athira S. Nair, Burnahuddin Yusuf Bhai Batliwala, Charul Barola, Diksha Chawla, Govind S. We've just been told that Mr. Rajesh Uppal has left us, so he won't be on stage to give away the diplomas. Goes to Hiral, Jyotirmay Bhattacharjee, Keshav Mathur, Kaushik K, Kuhu Bisan, Manvendra Pratap Ashok Kumar Singh, Navin Wadhwani, Niranjan Mahesh Rathi, Nitima Singhal, Pooja Goel. Pradyot Kalavagunta, Prakhar Paresh Mittal, Pranshu Sharma, Preet Inder Singh Kalon, Rachna Shankanarayana Upadhyay, Rohini Bhargava, Ruchin Jain, Sanchita Ahuja, Sankalp Sachdev, Sanya Gupta. Shashank Shekhar Mishra, Shikhar Saxena, Shiva Mittal, Shobit Chobe, Shreya Rungta, Shreyansh Vashisht, Siddhant Marwa, Simranpreet Kaur, Srijit M. Nair, and Shrishti Agarwal. I'm doing that now. Swapnil Vashne, Tanya Pahar, Tejasvi T, Tripti Tiwari, Unnati Ved, Utshav Arun Chaudhary, Vaishnavi Vishnu, Dev Shatwar, Akanksha Milharia, Sakshi Shet, Keshav Singh Bhadoria. Matul Shekhar, Srijan Sharma, Amit Somani, Parag Kejriwal, Aviral Agarwal, Ashish Banerjee, Ashish Tripathi, Vikesh Shukeja, Anmol Bejal, Samya Arora. Triguna Sedip Chilra. I will now announce the name of the students of Postgraduate Diploma in Management Finance. Arushi Prasad, Akhil Verma, Amit Agarwal, Anand Kumar Singh, Anshita Patwari, Anshul Mangla, Arpit Kumar Srivastav, Avinash Singh, Ayush Garg. Harsh Taparia, Krishna Pia MR, Kunjan Chachan, Mayank Bansal, Minu Maria Paul, Munisha Singh, Paras Negi, Paras Sarda, Pooja Gupta, Rahul Gilotra. Rajat Kapoor, Rashmi Parak, Rushikesh Deepak Deshmukh, Sahil Vashisht, Samyak Sinha, Sankalp Garg, Saurabh Rastogi, Shefali Agarwal, Shreya Bansal, Shubham Sultania. Shubho Dasgupta, Srijani Dhara, Tanvi Anand, Vinamra Soni, Tanvi Mengi, I will now announce the students of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management Marketing. Akash Patnani, Ayush Jaiswal, Abhimanyu Avasti, Abhishant, Abhishek Besoya. Abhishek Pandey, Achal Sangal, Aditi Paul, Aditya Gangwar, Agrim Vashne, Akshat Chaturvedi, Akshit Ahuja, Amaresh Bharadwaj, Ambika Singh, Ambuj Mishra. Anand Pandey, Aniket Lahoti, Anjali Kathuria, Ankit Tiwari, Ankit Singh Pundir, Apurva Garg, Arjun Jayesh Jain, Arjun Modi, Arnav Chakraborty, Arpit Gupta. Arpit Saxena, Ashu Mishra, Ayush Goel, Deep Arora, Divyam Vashne, Divyangsh Singh, Himanshu Pradeep Chavan, Ikshit Mittal, Indrajit Gupta, Jatin Raj Bansal. Kannav Rikhi, Karan Sharma, Kashish Kathuria, Kaustubh Bharadwaj, Keshav Makkar, Kusha Sharma, Kushagra Mittal, Madhav Marvania, Madhur Dang, Mahak Kothari, Manmeet Singh, Manul Agarwal, Meet Ajay Kadakia, Mohit Sharma, Mukul Dadich, Nikhil Agarwal, Nikhil V. Dikshit, Nikita Chaudhary, Harv Ajay Kakkar, Parvinder Singh. Piyush Kalra, Prasun Swarup, Priya Pawa, Priyanka Agnihotri, Priyanka Sinha, Pushabraj Panditrao Khandagale, Rajat Singla, Ronak Shakil Shetty, Rishi Makhijani, Ria Diwan. Rugved Sunil Sawant, Ruturaj Anil Bridge, Saksham Sareen, Shakshi Gupta, Samar Jain, Sanchita Mahajan, Santosh Kumar Bhagwan Sahu, Sarthak Arora, Sarthak Khandelwal, Sati Lakshe Reddy. Saurabh Yadu, Shankhadeep Sarkar, Shardanand Mishra, Shaurya Singh Kattal, Shivam Maheshwari, Shivani Rana, Shlok, Shobit Gupta, Shrey Johri, Shreya. Shreyash Gyan, Shubham Das, Shubham Ghanshyam Kamde, Simran Kohli, Soumya Jain, Sujanya Kumar Das, Shomita Rakshit, Srijit Nair, Shubhra Mishra, Tushar Garg. Utkarsh Shinghai, Utsav Shukla, Vansh Gupta, Vatsal Sharma, Vikas Rathore, Vikas Jain, Vineet Kumar, Vishal Malpani, Vishal Singh, Ve Chintalpati, Yuvraj Bhatia. I will now announce the names of the students of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management Dual Country Program. Ankita Vivek Parekh, Ankush Chandak, Anubhav Plawat, Akshay Agarwal, Ashay Agarwal, Deepak Shankar Maheshwari, Kayuri Savla, Krishna Chabra, Pratik Gupta, Ritvik Devgan. Sattarupa Chakraborty, Shivam Arora, Shubham Tyagi, Tane Bansal, Yash Mathur, Anandita Goswami, Anshul Agnish, Ashish Bansal, Gaurav Gupta, Harshit Sadhwani. Lalit Sharma, Manan Sanghi, Mayank Gaur, Mohak Chadda, Naman Tuli, Pranjal Srivastav, Praveen Kumar, Rohit Chakraborty, Shatul Bansal, Shivang Kamlesh Bhagat. Shubhrajit Mukherjee, Swapnil Satish Deshmukh, Banksh Jha, Yash Atul Somani, Akhil Mathur, Arunavadhar, Gaurav Ashok Rao Patil, Ishan Goel, Kanish Kumar Singh, Manpreet Singh Sarna. Namit Rathi, Namrata Nitin Konde, Pulak Gupta, Ruchitra Lipsa, Sanche Tyagi, Shivam Dhamija, Shobit Sen, Shubham Mittal, Sumit Kumar. all the students who have pursued postgraduate diploma in management executive from IMT Ghaziabad will now rise to take their diplomas. The chairperson of the PGDM executive programs, Dr. Nihar Amonkar, will usher in the students. I'm now calling out the names of the PGDM executive students, and the names go as follows: Anuj Gulati, Kabir Dash, Sarthak Dhanwantri. All the students who have pursued postgraduate diploma in management part-time programs from IMT Ghaziabad will now rise to take their diplomas. The chairperson of the PGDM part-time programs, Dr. Richa Saxena, will usher in the students. Abhimanyu Bajaj, Ankit Garg, Avinash Kumar, Ayushi Shandilya, Divakar Bishnoi, Lakshay Rawal, Mudit Arya, Paridhi Bansal. Rohan Tyagi, Sahil Goyal, Yogesh Malhan. Students of the postgraduate diploma in management program will now come to take their diplomas. and this is for part-time. Abhishek Anand, Parul Priya, Pinak Datta, Sachin Raswant, Sakshi Sindhwani, Sanjit Thaman, Bhupendra Singh Chaudhary, Chitransh Juneja, Dhruv Chandrakant Patel, Himangshu Hemrajani, Prashant Kulbe, Siddharth Verma. All the students who have pursued postgraduate diploma in management from IMT Ghaziabad batch of 2021 will now rise to take their diplomas. The chairperson of the PGDM two-year program, Dr. Banali Chakradhar, will usher in the students. Ayush Sanjay Gupta, Abhay Pratap Singh, Abhinav Singh, Abhishek Chandra, Adarsh P. Nair, Aditya Krishna, Akshita Jindal, Aman Shekhsaria, Anirbar Paladi, Ankur Khandelwal, Anshi Goel, Anusha Mukherjee, Anushka Shivani, Aritra Chanda, Arun Chakravarti Tedepalli, Ashish Patel, Ayush Singhal, Ayush Vashne, Dikshant Rekhi, Diksha Chachan, Diksha Singh, Dinesh Kumar Agarwal, Harshita Guraria, Karthik, Mahin Vashisht, Medha Bhattacharjee, Mohit Sharma, Mridul Agarwal, Mudit Sahai. Mustafa Murtaza Dilawala, Nancy Chitrangsh, Namrata Ghosh, Nipun Makhija, Nupur Upadhyay, Omar Shiko Rizvi, Omkar Mukund Kulkarni, Pihu Priyamvada, Pragya Anand Kumar Sharma, Ribhav Khattar, Riya Kaushik, Rohan Rai, Rohin Bipun Sawant, Roshni Dasgupta, Sai Shri Vatsav Thaneru, Shaksham Agarwal. Sanchit Bidwai, Sanya Gupta, Saurav Vivek Varde, Shaurya Parihar, Shruti Shubham, Shubham Rastogi, Shuchita Selot, Shruti Reghunandan Pisharadi, Stuti Mongia Shubham Kumar, Tene Kandoi. Tarun Sood, Tathagata Roy Chaudhary, Tausif Rasul, Vinay M. Patil, Zenith Siegfried, Sheetal Kumari Prasad, Prachi Garg. Where's the applause, ladies and gentlemen? Let's keep it going, please. I'll now read out the names of the students who received their diplomas for postgraduate diploma in management finance. Arushi Singhal, Achin Gupta, Aditya Agarwal, Anurag Paul, Arnab Chaudhary, Devangshi Kajaria, Harshil Mukesh Samani, Khushi Ishwar Jha, Kushal Mahindra Chopra, Mayank Bansal, Nitya, Palak Roy Chaudhary. Pratik Jain, Priyanka Bansal, Priyanshu Gambhir, Purbali Das, Rajiv Ranjan Singh, Rohit Kumar Singh, Shahaj Gugliani, Shaksham Kalra, Sarang Singh, Shantanu Shivam. Shauryadeep Roy, Shruti, Siddharth Sharma, Swapnil Kumar, Vaibhav Chabra. Vishakha Kumari, Harshit Gupta, Sharat Chandak, Bangsh Mittal, Ujwal Agarwal. I will now announce the names of the students of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management Marketing. Astha Ayush Nayak, Abhinav Gupta, Abhishek Tripathi, Abhishek Dinesh Bhai Pankhania, Adhip Pandita, Aditi Agarwal, Aditya Kadam, Aditya Sinha, Aishwarya Chakrabarti. Aishwarya Madhusudan Chaudhary, Akash Singhal, Akshat Narayan, Anjali Maru, Aparna Mahapatra, Apurv Gupta, Agradeep Ghosh, Aritri Chatterjee, Arpit Jain, Arth Pundir. Arunabh Mukherjee, Bharat Mundhara, Bhave Khatri, Bhuvan Malhotra, Charanjit Singh Ahluwalia, Danifar M. Diksha Singh Srinath, Sivansh Gupta, Devang Srivastav, Gaurav Tripathi. Harshit Bapna, Harshita Jain, Jaykumar A, Kakuli Mukherjee, Kalyani. Kanika Tomar, Kartik Singh, Kumar Sambhav Jagnani, Kunal Kumar Sahu, Madhur Mittal. Mahima, Mehak Gupta, Mukund Agarwal, Mustafa Hita, Narendra Singh Nanda, Nikhil Behel, Nipun Gupta, Nishta Divakar, Palak Jain, Parv Trikha. Pavandeep Singh Sohi, Pranav Dev Singh, Prashant B. Khichi, Pritika Sahai, Rachit Gupta, Ravak Kacholia, Rahul Batra, Ramkrishna Sitaram Tamboli, Rishabh Jain, Ruchin Divedi. Sampat Bhattacharjee, Samrit Singh, Sanskriti Verma, Shahzad Hussain Shakil Mirza, Shashwat Mishra. Shivam Gupta, Shubham Subodhvang, Siddharth Jain, Siddharth Mazumdar, Simran Chabra, Sonam Khandelwal, Saurabh Agarwal, Suraj Kedia, Surinder Gopi Solraj Muthumani, Shushant Ahuja. Shushmita Gokhale, Subid Sharma, Tane Mengani, Tressa John, Udayan Verma, Varun Johari, Vineet Kumar Rohila, Vishaka Sanjay Sangonkar, Zinya Agarwal, Akshat Dev, Rachit Srivastava, Akhilesh Unial, Gaurav Dev Mishra, Harshit Mittal, Jeswani Vishal Bhagwan Das, Emroz Ahmed, Sang Vijay, Nitika Puri, Dipesh Govind Kriplani, Harshdeep Singh Bhatia, Rajbir Singh Sethi, Abhishek Narsanghai Chaudhary, Rajat Devan, Mang Garg, Bhavya Sharma. Akshat Bang, Manav Banerjee, Sukriti Bakshi, Swadha Kashyap, Surbhi Mittal, Shubham Sharma, Achal Agarwal, Saksham Bansal. I will now call the names of the students of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management Dual Country Program. Akriti Kalia, Astha Tulsian, Abhi Udev Agarwal, Aishwari Gupta, Aishwarya Naidu, Akanksha Tikku, Akash Chauhan, Akhil S. Pillai, Akshay Arora, Akshay Sharma, Anand Botra, Anurag Jha. Archana S.S., Arindam Amitav Roy, Chaitanya Bhambi, Chinmay Chandrakant Patel, Chirag Jain, Devangsh Goel. Dheeraj Agarwal, Divyank Srivastav, Drisya Radhakrishnan, Ishan Kapania, Harish Vijayan, Himanshu Ninawat, Kanishk Khare, Qazi Saiful Islam, Kiran V. Menon. Kriti Bansal, Lagan Pahuja, Lakshay Goel, Mohammad Farhan Sarang, Nupur Biswal. Prakhar Mishra, Prerna Shauran, Rahul Mittal. Rishabh, Ritvik Jamini, Shaksham Mongia, Sakshi Shah, Samhita Gadam Manugu, Shamyak Jain, Sabiranath Sunil Kumar Pillai, Shivam Garg, Shivam Sinha, Shobit Malpani, Shreyash Gupta, Shubham Chauhan. Shubham Gupta, Shubham Pathak, Shubhra Garg, Siddhant Yadav, Siddharth Malik. Sugandha Agarwal, Surabhi Khandelwal, Tejas Bhargava, Thomas Tom, Trisha Indrakumar Jaiswal, Utsav Sharma, Basu Chaure, Vikas Kumar, Vipul Jain, Vishal Agarwal. Mohammad Inzamam Aman Khan. I will now announce the students of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management, Banking and Financial Services, the chairperson of the PGDM Banking and Financial Services programs, Professor Anand Krishnamurthy will usher in the students. Professor Anand Krishnamurthy will usher in the students. Abhishek Mathur, Abhishek Sehgal, Ansh Paliwal, Anshul Sachdeva, Apurva Tyagi, Manas Bindal, Manish Kumar, Mrinav Sharma, Puneet Garg, Rohit Mahesh Moore, Saptarshi Chattopadhyay, Saurabh Arora, Shubham Arora, Shubham Kumar Goyal, Shivang Srivastava, Yash Tayal. All the students who have pursued postgraduate diploma in management part-time programs from IMT Ghaziabad will now rise to take their diplomas. The chairperson of the PGDM part-time programs, Dr. Richa Saxena, will usher in the students. The students of the postgraduate diploma in management part-time. Abhishek Ranjan, Anikat Jain, Ankita, Manish Giri, Pancham Rathor, Razyak Oberoi, Syamtak Sen, Utkarsh Pandey, Ved Jhingran. I'm still reading out the postgraduate diplomas in management part-time program. Dimple Gupta, Harshit Singh, Nalin Gupta, Rahul Jain, Ekansh Jain, Shubham Saxena. The names of the PGDM executive program are Abhishek Ranjan, Aniket Jain, Ankita, Manish Giri, Pancham Rathore, Razak Oberoi. Syamangtak Sen, Utkarsh Pandey, Ved Jhingran. Other diploma recipients are Alex David, Devyani Deora, Nala Malapu Anvita Sai, Hani Gupta. Ladies and gentlemen, those were all the diplomas that have been conferred. Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Vishal Talwar and Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee for doing the honors. May I request you to kindly be seated, please, distinguished gentlemen. Let's give a huge round of applause to the students, please. May I now invite the Dean Academics, Dr. Amit Sareen, to kindly propose a vote of thanks, please.
Well, warm morning and afternoon to our most valued mentor, Shri Kamalnath ji, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan, members of the Governing Council and Board of Governors, graduating students, parents, guests, esteemed faculty members, officers, staff, and everyone gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of all present here in making this event a great success. First of all, thanks to Shri Kamalnath ji, the mentor of IMT Group of Institutions, who presided over this function virtually. We are grateful to have had such an eminent administrator and a man with a strong vision and mission as our mentor. His leadership is reflected in all the developmental activities of our educational institutions. Thank you so much, sir, for presiding over this function. On behalf of IMT Ghaziabad, I also thank our chief guest, Dr. Naresh Trehan, a person with an illustrious career in the medical field. We have been really privileged to have him with us here today. His inaugural address set the tone for the events of the day. His gracious presence for the distribution of the medals to the graduating students was a great encouragement to all of us present here. I would like to thank member of our governing council, Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee, for coming especially for this occasion and his presence on this auspicious occasion. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Mr. Rajesh Uppal, member of the Board of Governors of IMT Ghaziabad, for participating in this occasion. I would like to also thank the director, dean, and officer of the IMT sister institutions who have come here and graced this occasion. I would like to also thank the IMT alumni who have participated and graced this occasion. I'm immensely thankful to the Master of Ceremony, Ms. Kaveri Mukherjee, for her efforts towards anchoring today's event. It was a very complex and large event, and everyone told me that you'll be able to do it. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I would like to extend my thanks to all the faculty, officers, and staff of IMT Ghaziabad. We have been working on this almost last 2 months, and particularly the last 1 month has been very, very intensive. And particularly the last 1 week has been like day and night almost. So all have worked together to make this occasion a great success. It was a challenging thing because students were not in the campus. We didn't know the exact count of the students, but finally we worked as a team, and finally the great occasion has happened successfully and supported by more than 250 student volunteers who are there. They have worked day and night along with the faculty. So it's a great effort on their part. I would like to especially mention our respected director, Dr. Vishal Talwar, for being the catalyst who stimulated us to do our best and standing as a pillar of strength in this. So it was his idea to hold this convocation a couple of months back and then invite even the earlier batches. So I think that has happened very successfully. Last but not the least, I am grateful to all the distinguished invitees, parents, and graduating students for supporting us and taking part in this event with a lot of enthusiasm. I would like to give my heartiest congratulations to the graduating students and look forward for you to participate back in the IMT as a part of the IMT alumni community. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you very much indeed. And that was our Dean Academics, Dr. Amit Sareen, kindly proposing a vote of thanks. I'm sure it's been seconded by all of us here. I now request Dr. Vishal Talwar, Director IMT Ghaziabad, to formally announce the closing of the convocation, please.
I declare the convocation closed.
May I now request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem. I request Ankit, Abhishek, Smriti, Akash, Charuta, and Giriraj to be there for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा
Kindly keep standing in your places, please, till the dignitaries and the convocation procession leaves the pandal. Kindly give a warm round of applause to the Director, IMT, and Mr. Dipankar Chatterjee for being here with us for Convocation 2022 of IMT Ghaziabad. Kindly remain in your places, please, and keep the aisle passage free, please.